ExactTrack 4D constantly scans for new threats in your neighborhood, alerting you faster than ever when severe storms are heading your way.
Not a lot of lightning, but a lot of gusty wind and some rain coming through, exiting Putnam County here momentarily. Flagler and southern St. John's picking up the healthy amount of rainfall here, anywhere between Spuds, Hastings, over to Roy, Myrtle Island, a lot of the farm and open land here to the south. And then you've got areas of Palm Coast back to the Parkway here. Here we are just getting ready to crest over around Palm Coast and into the dunes. And we'll see another round coming through, and that's what will be leaving Flagler Estates, crossing over 95 here as we speak. That's only going to give you about a 5 to a 7 minute window. But what I've been watching here, not a severe storm, but I've been seeing these streaks of purple, and what we're seeing, and anytime we get the purple, that's almost a guarantee that there's going to be some hail harboring inside of that. Then we get you over to the DuPont Center. Here's Crescent Beach as we're heading into St. Johns County, Fort Matanzas, and northward, as we still have those downpours, but it looks like most of the real busy areas once you hit the 312 bridge and northward have been spared here as the heavy rain has continued to the south of St. Augustine Beach, the Gables there, and even into Butler Beach, where we were tracking a little bit just a little while ago. Much lighter activity, and I'll kick this into gear here just so you can see that the light stuff continues not only to move from the west to the east, but it's also slowly sinking southward. That'll be exiting areas of Bradford County, Putnam, or Clay County rather, and then Putnam still has some of the light rain after the heavy stuff moves off to get through, and that'll take us into and around that 8 o'clock timeline. And we'll be watching for the 8 o'clock update. Right now it's 10%. I really don't expect to see anything else out of this, and I'll show you why. The 10% comes from this cold front here, so we'll see it modify somewhat to a stationary, semi-stationary front, but a low pressure area tries to develop off of the circulation between the Bermuda High and that front coming through, and that will effectively lift it to the north, moving it from the south to the north, and once it gets over land, it won't have any chance to develop beyond that. But still a rainmaker. It looks like that'll be into the Carolinas. And our puddles are starting to slowly evaporate and dry here at the airport. 77, we'll take it. Feels like 79 degrees, and there still must be a little shower activity around that as we're still seeing the little icon that is leaving the raindrops there. And speaking of rain, more to come. Pattern is similar to what we saw today, tomorrow, and that's going to be more of that westerly flow. So you'll see the colors here pronounced from the beaches over to I-95. Now as we get to Friday, Saturday's forecast, and now you can start to see it's moving the other direction, heading here across our inland areas. Some of the folks that were maybe spared some of the widespread rainfall will get better chances as the wind turns around. The chances here as we're looking ahead to tomorrow, and these are really coming down. I've taken it down by 10%. The map here is in an automated form, so I've got us hovering closer to 50 to 60%, but you can see that it's really taking down the chances into southeast Georgia. It does leave them a bit more elevated here as we get to the south, and that'll be anywhere between Putnam, even over into areas around McClenny here. Actually, this one is also trying to chop down some of the inland chances for those showers and storms, and it's going back to the same idea, that westerly approach, and then seeing the Gulf Coast sea breeze get an early head start. 76 degrees is how we'll start the day. Our temperatures that are in the 70s will continue to slip away. You get a couple of showers over top of the reporting sites, man, and I tell you what, it'll change the temperatures. We got to, I want to say 92 today. We're aiming at 93, but all of these daytime highs kind of in jeopardy with an earlier start, especially over the airport. We could get capped anywhere between those upper 80s to the lower 90s, but you know the story. It's still going to feel like the triple digits.
Richard, thank you so much. The countdown to the college football season is